So these notes are talking about the different forms of quadratics that you can see. Now, you've seen standard form and factored form already a lot more often. But we haven't really spent very much time with vertex form. Now, standard form, it's really helpful for us because it helps us find our y-intercept, okay? So the C in this equation right here, wherever you see this letter, whatever number is there is your y-intercept, okay? Mm-hmm. The C is the y-intercept. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If the A is positive, so if the number in front of the x squared is positive, then your graph will be shaped like a U. Okay. If the A is negative, then your parabola will be shaped like an N or an upside down U, whichever you prefer. Okay. So what I'd like you to do is go ahead and type in the equation 2x squared minus 8x plus 6 into Desmos. So pull up Desmos and type it in.
Can you type that in the message?
The equation? Yeah, I can put it into chat, I think. Maybe. I'm on my iPad, so I don't know if I actually can.
Who else has screen headache?
What do you mean, just looking at your screen too long?
Not me. I'm used to it.
Hey, what's the equation again?
2x squared minus 8x plus 6.
Can you put that in the chat?
I just did.
Oh, I see now. Then we just like wait until everyone has it?
Yep. Do you already have it?
It's more like a V.
It's a U.
In my opinion.
Okay, I mean, sure. It's a U shape, V shape, sure. Okay. Can you tell me what the y-intercept of that one is?
2 and -2.
No,
0.6.
Oh, I was looking at it wrong. My bad.
Okay. So number that Hudson just said, 6, if you look at your equation, where do you see the number 6?
You see it on the y-axis.
Yes, in your equation.
It replaces C.
Where the C is. So I see.
No.
What?
I was making a pun. But the C value, this last number, the thing that doesn't have an X on it, that is your y-intercept, 0,6. Do you guys see that? Does that make sense? Okay. So now what I'd like you to do, I'll put it into chat, but I'd like you to type in the other equation that is next to it. Leave your equation that's already there. But in another line, type in the I just sent the next one in the chat. Does everybody have it typed in?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. It's the same thing as the previous one.
It's the same thing, but does the equation look the same?
No. Way different.
Even though it looks way different, they're still the same thing. Just like in English, you have synonyms. Like I can say, hi, Katie Rose, but I can also say, hello, Katie Rose, right? One of them is a lot longer, but they mean the same thing, right?
Right.
Okay, so the same way, these equations mean the same thing. Now we have, this is called factored form, and you guys learned how to factor. These are important because they will give us your roots or your x-intercepts. But what can you tell me about the x-intercepts on your graph?
They're intercepting.
They intercept the x-axis. Colin, can you tell me what the x-intercepts are?
The x-intercepts are 1 and 3.
Yeah. Okay. Now this is +1 and +3. So we have +1, 0 and 3, 0. Now these are positive because they're the opposite of r. So if you look at your formula, your equation, you have -3 and -1, right?
Right.
So the opposite would be +3 and +1. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now I'm going to maybe erase this. Yes. Okay, so the last one we're going to look at is vertex form. So in a new line, you can go ahead and type it in. I'll add it to the chat. This is not easy to do on an iPad.
No, tell me about it.
Okay, there
I
we
think
go.
I like computers better than iPads.
I usually do as well. This is really convenient for writing though. Or I mean, not really convenient, but helpful.
It's still, the equation is still the same,
It is. So just like
but different.
just like the other one, we have synonyms that we use. So we have x, just like synonym, we just have a different form. Now this one will give us our vertex. Do you guys remember what the vertex of your graph is?
The y value is the vertex.
It's like the bottom, like the peak of.
Yes, it's either the bottom of the U or the top of the U is your vertex.
Goodness.
Yeah.
I was trying to answer, but I realized I was muted.
So Hudson, can you tell me what the vertex is on your graph?
For the one we have like right now?
Uh-huh.
It's a -2, 2, or 2, -2.
2, -2. So we have 2, -2. Now our k value is the y value of the vertex, and it's the, sorry, my highlighting got a little crazy there. It's the number at the end by itself in this form, and look at the number by itself in our equation. It's -2, and that's the y value of our vertex. Now the h is the opposite of the x value. So we have the x value of 2, or the h value of 2, -2, my bad, sorry. And our x value is then +2. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
I am confused.
What are you confused about, Najee?
What are H values?
So the h value in vertex form is I highlighted it in yellow on the top. Do you see it?
It's the opposite of the vertex, Najee.
So we can stop playing with the different fonts.
Oh, now I understand.
Okay, so your Delta Math, I gave you a lot of problems, and I know that it's a lot, but they are multiple choice. Now hear me say it. Everybody hear me.
Yes.
I do not want you to go through and just click multiple choice until you get them right.
Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It would be fun.
You have no, Colin. I gave you a lot of them because it's all you're going to work on. I'm going to have one more assignment on Wednesday, and it's very long to go over at all. We'll practice together, and then that's all your homework for this week and next week.
All right.
Okay?
That does explain the gap difference.
Right. I know that there's a lot of them, but you're going to have plenty of time to work on it,
Yes,
okay?
ma'am.